Hello everybody, Artisan Loom here with a tutorial of my original design. This is called Sincerely Yours, and I just was playing around last night. I felt like looming and decided I would go ahead and try to create something new. And yeah, this is Sincerely Yours. So this bracelet is probably about, I don't know, an inch. So you would need kind of like another, you know, if you put a clasp on it or something, that would be plenty to make it. I think I have a 6.5 inch wrist. It's pretty average. I mean, you know. And so if you want to go a little higher on the loom and go maybe 2 and maybe a smidge more on the loom, almost up the third. It's 2 full loom lengths. If you want to go and add another set of looms to the end and go up about this far, maybe 4 or 5 pegs, then you should be able to get a full wrap. So this is the size of it. So I wanted to show you that. And here's the back. So it's a little different. But this you'll need where the center bands going across here in the gold, they or in the, what is it, the Persian white bands with the gold on the outside, that will have to be, you will need a good quality stretchy band for that, because it's going to span over 4 pegs, so it's just going to be a little different. So you'll want to definitely use, these are 300 count bands, but it was a little tight when I went back to loom it. So you will need a good quality band. Either a silicone would be good, which is what I think I'm going to use, or metallic is what I meant, or you could use like the 600 count bands, whatever. Or you could be very careful and use the 300 count, but I do not recommend for this part the LE. Okay, so go ahead and get your bands together. I used the white, this is the pearl white, this is the purple sweets, the glitter gold, and then the Persian white. I'm probably going to use 3 different colors for this one, the one I'm getting ready to show you, but you know, you can do it however you would like to do it. Okay, so we are going to go with our border right now, and I'm going to use jet black, my favorite, and I'm going to place a band here and then go down to the right and over to the border. Oops, this one's about to bust on me. Like so. And then we'll go up one with the plain band. Okay, and then we're going to go take this down to the left, over, and then up with the plain band. Okay, and then what we're going to end up doing is do every other band will have a bead. Now I went and beaded 60 seed beads, and I also used these. I'm going to try these. They are bigger than these round ones here, so I'm not sure how all this is going to play out, but I really wanted to try these black beads that I got, and I'm trying to think of who I got these from. It was in my swap, and I want to say that I got them from Debbie, from Deb's thing. I'm almost positive I got these, and I really want to use them, so we're going to give them a shot. We'll just see what it looks like. They might be way too obnoxious, I don't know, but I just think I just love them. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the 60 seed bead is what I'm going to do. You don't have to bead this. So it'll be a plain band, beaded band, plain band, and then we're going to alternate. So since I used the 60 seed bead, I'm going to put a plain band, and then I'm going to use my square. Okay, and then plain band, and then the 6/0 seed bead. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing on this side. Is I'm going to use plain band, seed bead, plain band, and then the square one. And you're going to do this all the way till you get to the very end of the loom, and then bring it into the center, and I'll show you what mine looks like when I get to the top. Okay, so this is what your loom should look like. I stopped the third peg from the top, came up diagonally downward, came up and then down, and left this part open for your cap band. Okay, so then the next thing I need to do is we are going to do our side color. So that would be where this purple is. Okay, so I'm going to use, I believe I'm going to use metallic silver. I'm not going to do any crazy colors, but you know, but I always love these colors together. So I guess we'll work from the left first, I guess. And what we'll do is we'll go up one, second pin bar, we're going to go up one, okay? And then we're going to make a triangle here. So you're going to go make your triangle, okay? And then you're going to go up one and make your triangle, like so. Now, I like to do it a little bit different so my triangles stay halfway, what's the word I'm looking for? Straightened. Let me go get my hook real quick. I find that if I just do a single chain up like this, if I just do because it's easier and I think it's faster too, and just do a single chain up, okay? And then what I end up doing, so we're doing a plain band, a triangle, plain band, triangle, plain band, and then I just take my hook and then just pop it over, plain band, pop it over. And that just somewhat keeps it in order. It might twist a little bit, but not as much. Okay, so on this one, on the right, we're going to go to the second, or let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go up one. And then we're going to do triangles, but what I'm going to do is just do all my single chain going up, okay, and then I'm going to go up and we'll do one more, okay, and then I'm going to do it like this: plain band, triangle, plain band, triangle, triangle. Every other one is a triangle. Okay, so I'm going to do that all the way to the very top. So go ahead and finish that up for me. Okay, so at the very end, this is what it should look like. It should end with a triangle. Okay, and then now I am going to do the next part, which is going to be in the glitter white. I had these left over. These were gifted to me by the most fantabulous Crazy Just Might Work, Suzanne HB. She sent them to me, and yeah, we kind of did a trade, and so that was pretty awesome, seeing as how we can't get these anymore. So I'm going to use them for this design. Okay, basically we're just going to do zigzags, and I like to use these because they stretch a lot. And because we're going to be doing kind of long stretches with them, you might want to use a good quality stretchy band for this one as well. Okay, so I'm going to start on this third pin bar, and we're going to start the zigzag going out to the left. And then all we're going to do is just do a normal zigzag. Okay, just like so. Okay, you're going to do the same thing over here on the fourth pin bar. We're going to go out towards the right and then just do our normal zigzag. Okay. I don't know if you noticed my nails. They've actually gotten quite big. Yeah, they got quite big, all right. No, they got long, and I've never had nails this long before, and so they're really throwing me off. And I like them, but yet they're really hard to loom when you have nails. I don't know how Lila's Gigi does it. I don't know, because her nails are way longer than mine, and I'm struggling here. So anyhow, and I don't like red on me. Red's my favorite color, but red on me just doesn't look good. I don't know. Okay, so finish your zigzags all the way to the top. Okay, so now the center part, which is where these bands are in the center, the ones that are on top, the white, what do you call that? The Persian white bands, which is you're gonna need a good quality. I used a 300 count band here. And I was really afraid I was gonna bust a band because of the way it gets loomed back. So I would recommend a silicone, you know, a 300 count or a metallic band or a 600 count band for that part, something that's super stretchy. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna make squares. Okay, we're gonna do a square over all, just like so. Okay. And then you're going to go up to the next one and make another square, which there again, I can't stand them being all twisted. It's going to drive me nuts. So I'm going to go straight up, use my hook to bring it over the other two, press down, go straight up, bring it over, and press down. Okay, so you're going to just do your squares all the way to the top. Okay, so now I've got my squares all the way. Let me see if my camera's just right. Okay, I've got the squares going all the way up. Now we're going to do X's in the center. Okay, so in this one, I used the purple sweets. I used it here and here to tie it all together. I am going to use LE this go round. I've not tried it in an LE. I don't know if it'll shrink up a little bit more. I don't know. We're going to give it a shot. I find it a lot more difficult to untwist the bands there. I did it, but it's a little more difficult. So I'm going to use LE here and give it a shot. Okay. So basically we're doing an X. So in the center over that square, we're going to go out to the right and then cross back over, out to the right, cross back over, and just make your X going all the way up the loom. Okay, so go ahead and finish that part up for me, please. Okay, X's are done. Now what we're going to do is something a little different, and you're going to requires you to use your hook. Okay, you remember how we did the plain band and then the triangle, then a straight up. Okay, single band going up, triangle, single going up, triangle, single going up, triangle. Okay, on the areas that are not the triangle, so in between each of the triangles, we're going to put a band. So I'm going to use the same as my border color, and I'm going to place it right here. And I'm going to go up underneath this metallic band that's right here. That's the single band. I'm going to go underneath both sides. So you see how I'm doing that? And then I'm going to hook it on my hook, bring it up and over to the side. So it's going to look like that, okay? And so then there's the triangle. So we're going to go to here. I'm going to place it here. I'm going to go in between this single metallic band. So we'll go up underneath here, grab it, and pull it up underneath both of these, and it'll cinch that metallic band and bring it back over to the peg. So it will look like, it will cinch it like that. Okay, and we're going to do that for every one in between. Go up underneath that metallic band, both sides of it, grab that black band and bring it up and over. Okay, do the same thing on this side. I'm going to start right here on this peg here, put a band here. I'm going to try to work this way. Go up underneath that metallic band, put the black band on your hook. Oops. Bring it up, and I hope I can't work that way. It's just too hard for me, people. Okay, so I'm going to put a band here. Well, I might have to stand up for this because I don't work well doing it that way. Okay, so I'm going to go up underneath here, and I'm going to grab the black band, bring it up underneath, and then pop it over back on to the peg, like so. Okay, then we're going to go right here, go up underneath these. I'm going to grab this black band. Boy, when I'm off camera, I don't have to sit and finagle this too much. I'm going to turn it sideways and go up underneath the band and then bring it back up and over on to. So you're basically wanting it to look cinching up these single bands, okay? So do that the entire way up the loom for me, please. Okay, one thing I wanted to tell you before what was easier for me once I figured it out. It was always this right side that I had trouble with on camera. But if you turn your loom sideways and then you come up to here to this one and you work sideways, you go up underneath, grab it, pull it out and over. It works faster. So much easier to do it this way. So if you can put your loom to the side and then you can use both hands, grab it, come up underneath and on top. Okay, so go ahead and finish. Okay, so once that's done, we're ready to turn the loom around and loom it up. Okay, so what we're going to need is a cat band to go right here. So I'm going to do a double cat band over these two pegs, right like so. Okay. Okay, probably a triple. No, double cat band's always good. Okay, so for this one, for whatever reason, I've decided to loom it up with whatever band is on top gets loomed first. A lot of times people will do the one on the bottom over first, but for whatever reason, I'm doing it the other way. I don't know. I don't make the rules. Just something that I just sit here, put music on, and I just loom up how I want to loom up. I don't know. I can't explain it. So anyhow, we're going to get the top band. It's going to get looped up first, so it's going to go in through this right peg here in the center, the fourth peg pin bar over, and we're just going to do the X. Okay, I know that one will be a little weird. That one will be a little weird. Okay, so then we're going to go here and start doing our X's. Okay, making sure, for whatever reason, I don't know, we're going to grab the top band over first. Okay, so do that all the way to the end. Okay, so now we're going to loom up the squares. Okay, so this is why I say to use the good quality bands, because what we're going to do is, see how it's a square, we're going to take this side and loom it up, this side and loom it up. Okay, so we're going to go in through here and grab this one. First one's going to look real simple like that, but it won't be like that pretty soon. Okay, so we're going to go into the next one and bring that first one on the left up, Go into here, grab this band and bring it forward. Bring this one forward, forward. So much easier because it's super tight in here. So much easier if you can stand to use a super stretchy band, like maybe a 600 count or a metallic. And then we're just gonna bring these up. Okay, so do this the entire way up the loom, like so. Okay, okay, so now the next thing are these zigzags. Now we're not going to loom them back to themselves. Very simple though, that's why you needed the good stretchy bands. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to loom them, instead of going back to themselves, they're going to go get loomed forward one, and then this one's going to go down. So let me show you. So this one right here on the third pin bar, we're going to go not to here, but to here. Okay, so it's going to go over to, you know, instead of going back to itself, it's going straight up. Okay, then we have the zigzag going this way. We'll go into this peg, grab it, and instead of bringing it to itself, we're going to bring it down one. Okay, so then the next one gets brought up above, go into the next peg, and then this gets brought down to connect right there. Next one will go up like so, and then downward. Not to itself, but up one. Not to itself, but down one. Okay, so that's what you're going to do all the way up the loom. On this side, we're going to go in through here and bring it not to itself, but one up. Okay, this diagonal or zigzag will get brought downward. Okay, this one will be brought to the peg above it, and this one will be brought to the peg below where it's normally supposed to go. Okay, this one will go to the peg above it, long stretch. This one will go to the peg below. Forward, downward, forward, downward. And you'll do that all the way up the loom on both sides. Okay, so now what we need to do is we've got to handle these triangles and the cinched bands, and we need a triple cap band on this peg, which is the 5th peg, and the 2nd pin bar is what I meant. 2nd pin bar and 5th pin bar. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go in through here, and we're going to bring the triangle back to itself. So we're going to go in, make sure you get up underneath this band here, and get that triangle, and bring it back to itself, just like so. Okay? And then we're going to go into here, and we're going to grab the single band that goes straight up and down, and we're going to bring it forward. Even though it's cinched here, we're still going to bring it forward, okay? And so we're going to go into here and grab, pull it out a little bit, give it a stretch, and then bring the triangle back to itself. And then we're going to go into this peg and get that band that is cinched here by this black band, and we're just going to bring it forward. So we're going to do like we did when we laid them. There'll be the triangle and then the straight up and down, triangle, straight up and down, okay? So then you go in and you do the triangle. Then go in and do your straight up and down, okay? That's what we're going to do. And on this side, we're going to go in through here, make sure you get up underneath that white band, and then do your triangle back to itself. And then this cinched band will go straight forward. So you go in and grab that band and bring it forward. And then you do your triangle. Okay, and then you go into here and go straight forward, go back in and do your triangle back to itself, and then you go into here and get the one that goes forward, go into here and do the triangle back to itself. So that's basically all you're going to do all the way down the loom. All right, so now all we have left is the border. So you're going to go in through here and just bring your border around and then follow it up like a normal basic border, because that's what I tend to like to do the most. Hold on, I want to make sure these are in the right order. I feel like this band is okay. There we go. And just follow it upward. I tend to like the simple rather than such difficult looping. I tend to make less mistakes when there's not too much difficult techniques. Okay, so do that all the way to the end till you get to the center here, and then meet me up there with the C-clip and we'll take it off the loom. Okay, so we got to the top, and I started to bring this one up. I'm going to go into here and go into here. I want to put both of them on the hook like so, and then I'm going to go ahead with a C-clip and put it right there like that. It's nice and secure, so I'm going to go ahead and let it go. You can look on the side, see that everything is nice and looped up. So basically you take it off the loom. I like to loosen the tension on the sides. I think we've all discussed this in the past. I say it in every video. This is how I tend to take things off the loom. If you can do the next 2 rows, but if it just seems to be too much to do, let me see if it is. Yeah, sometimes. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it off of, because I don't want to stretch this out too much. I'm going to do, since there's only 4 pegs, I'm going to go ahead and take it off each individual peg going up. And that just makes it easier, I think. I hope this looks good. Okay, I'm going to meet you back here after I get mine off the loom. And wish me luck that it comes out okay. Okay, so I just took it off the loom. Absolutely love these colors. I love just how subtle this white is. It's not like stark white. I love that. And I love the way the center looks with the LE bands. I just think it looks better than, well, I mean, it looks okay. I think it looks better. But, and it lays flat. It's, you know, once again, it's probably about an inch. Yeah, here's probably about an inch short. But when you put a clasp on it, you can put a small extension as well. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to fix all my bands. I see what's nice about the LE down the center is I don't have to fix them because they're round. But I'll go through the center and I'll use my hook usually, because all my nails are too long. I don't want to bust anything. And I'll pop out these metallic bands and make sure that they're I mean, you don't have to. I guess you could just leave them like that, but I'm going to pull them out a little bit and make sure that they're untwisted. Okay, I'll have to fiddle with this off camera. Okay, but I'm going to go through and do that and fix. I'm not sure about these chunky little squares I decided to go with. But you know what? You never know until you try. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to fix them. What I hope I can do is to make them, oh, they won't be so bad once they're fixed. And then I'm going to place the 6/0 seed bead in the center of the band as well. And then I'll do this again. I want to make sure I'm not using my nails as I'm trying to fix the bands. But I think it'll look okay once I get it done. And I have a nice little charm, but I'm not sure exactly if it'll look right on it or not, but I'm going to give it a try. So I'll be back, or I won't be back. I'm going to fix all these bands and go ahead and, well, I kind of like this side too, but it wants to form to the other side. You know, it is slightly short, not super short, but, ooh, boy, that don't look good when you twist it, when you do it like that. But once you do it this way, then it lays flat. See, it lays flat once you do it that way. It's when you pull it this direction, it cinches everything up. So probably because of the squares. Anyhow, this is Sincerely Yours, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if so, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And hopefully I'll be doing some more tutorials. I've been out of it here lately, working on some of my bath products, which don't know if you guys are enjoying those or not. I totally am. And there's just not enough hours in the day to get to do everything that I would like to do. But I'm going to try to continue to do a few more of my original designs, and maybe possibly some other tutorials for other people. So, okay, well, you take care, and until the next tutorial, bye-bye.